Hey crafty friends, welcome back. Today we are going to sew this cute, beginner-friendly felt penguin plushie. This is a great project for kids who have never sewn before or adults who just want a simple project that can be put together in under an hour. I have a link to a free pattern in the description below. It's on my website, so go ahead, click that link, print your pattern, come back here, and we will sew this together. To sew this penguin felt plushie, you're going to need the following supplies. Felt in the color that you want your penguins, something to sew your penguin together with. This is embroidery floss, which is just thicker thread. It shows up better. You can use this. You can use normal thread, something to sew your thread with. This is an embroidery needle. It just has a little bit of a bigger eye for this thicker thread. If you're using normal thread, just get a normal needle. Sewing pins are optional. I don't love using them, but I know that they help for a lot of people. Something to trace your pattern with, something to cut your pattern out with, and something to stuff your plushie with at the end. This is polyfill, which is in most stuffed animals, kind of just like a squishy, cloudy kind of fluff. I often use felt scraps from leftover projects. You can also use cotton balls, plastic bags that are torn up, kind of whatever you have around home. Use what you have. So go to the link, print your pattern, which is in the description, cut your pattern out, and come back here and I will talk about tracing it and we will cut it out together. Once you have your pattern pieces cut out, it's time to start tracing them. Now, as you're taking your pattern pieces, don't just put them in the middle of your felt, put them right up to the edge. This will maximize the amount of felt that you're able to use. You'll be able to save it for future projects. And also all of these that say cut to, trace them one time on the side with the words and then flip them over, and the second time you trace them on the back side. This will help it line up better as we're putting our patterns together. So go ahead, pause the video, get your patterns traced, and come back here. Once you have your pattern pieces all cut out, it's time, or all traced, it's time to start cutting them out. As you're cutting, make sure you have scissors sharp enough to go through the felt and just do small little cuts. And as you're cutting, cut off your tracing lines. So this is on my off piece of felt. And hang on to any scraps because they are great filler for the inside of this. Even if you're using polyfill, I usually start with my felt scraps. And if I need more, I use the polyfill. So pause this video and get all your pieces cut out. Once you have all the pieces of your penguin cut out, it's time to start sewing on some of the details. So I'm going to start by threading my needle with the color I want for my eye. I'm doing a parallel knot, so I'm going to get both of the strands really close together at the end, tying a simple loop knot. Pulling it together, I usually put my fingers over the top of the knot to hold it in place right here at the end. Pull on the needle side and pull it straight to the bottom. And now I'm looking at my penguin that I put together. Put the beak on to kind of make an idea of where I want the eyes and where I want his white belly. All right, I feel pretty good about this. I'm going to put an eye right here. So I'm putting my finger to mark it and I'm coming through the back of the fabric. Pulling my needle not all the way tight in the back, leaving a bit of a tail. And then I'm going back through really close to where I came out. Pulling this, and then I'm putting my needle through these two strands of string and pulling it tight. That gives me the start of an eye, but that eye is too small for me. I'm actually going to go through it 3 or 4 more times. So I'm just poking through here, getting my needle real close to where I want it to be and crossing into where my last stitch was as I pull it back through. So there's one. All right, so that eye is a good size for me, and now I want to knot this thread off, so I'm going to put my needle through the bottom of one of these attached threads. I'm going to wrap the tail of my string twice around my needle, and I'm going to put my thumb over it to hold it in place as I pull the thread tight and through. And then I'm going to put my scissors right up at the edge and snip it off. All right, now I've got one eyeball on there. I'm going to repeat that process for my second eye. Now we're going to sew around the white part of this penguin. So I am threading my needle with white this time. And instead of doing a double or a parallel knot, I'm just doing a single one right at the end of my thread. Twisting it under, making a small knot. I'm going to start here at the bottom of my penguin. And I'm going on the black part, pulling this thread almost all the way through and going back up. And then here, I don't have 2 strands of thread to go through. I just have one, but I'm just going to put my needle through the middle to create my knot. All right, and now I have my first little stitch, and I'm just gonna do, this is called a whip stitch. So I'm just gonna go down a little bit, go back in the black. Oh, I gotta go slow with my thread. And then I'm gonna go over and into the white. And we're just gonna repeat that around your whole penguin. So go through the black and through the white. And we're just putting these two pieces together. All right, now I'm here doing my last stitch. I just came up, I'm going back, and now we're going to tie it in the back, just like we did with those eyeballs. I'm pulling my thread a little bit, and I'm gonna put my needle through one of these other loops, maybe even two. I'm gonna grab the tail of my thread, and I'm gonna wrap it once, twice over the top of the needle, put my thumb there to hold it in place, and knot it. Now I'm going to trim off this excess white. All right, and the front of our penguin is almost done. We just need to sew on the beak. So grab your beak piece, grab your yellow if you have it, and let's put this in place. So with the beak, I am again gonna do my double knot. So I've got my yellow, I'm doing a double loop knot for it, pulling it in place. Now you have two options with sewing on this beak. If you sew it right in the middle, this beak is always gonna be open like this, which is fine. I want mine a little bit closed, so I'm actually gonna try and put a knot right here, right at the top of it, so that it can kind of be open and closed, but it mostly is just closed. Maybe kind of up right under the eyes. All right, and to do this, I'm gonna go through the back of my felt. I can even move the beak right here, putting my needle up, trying to find where I want it. All right, and now I'm gonna grab my beak, folding it in half. I'm just sliding this middle part of it onto the tip of my needle. That looks like good placement to me. Gonna pull it through, almost to the end, but not all the way. And then I'm gonna go back through right next to it, this time going through all the pieces of felt. And this one's a little thick because you're going through the two pieces of bird beak, the white and maybe the black. If it's really hard to push your needle through, sometimes I'll sit on the floor and let the floor be my pusher. So I'm nudging that needle through. Then I'm gonna put my needle through the middle of these two threads right here, pulling it tight. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna do another knot. Grab the two edges of this, pull it through, trim my threads. All right, and then I've got a penguin beak. It can open if I want to play with it, but it will also mostly be closed. Now it's time to get your dark thread. We are going to start piecing together the rest of our penguin. At this time, you're going to want a longer string. I usually measure from my fingertips up all the way to my shoulder. And again, I'm just going to do a single thread knot this time. And I am going to lay my penguin together. So I have his pieces right here. I've got him laid out really nice. My knots are all on the inside, and I know where I want the arms and legs. You can put the arms and legs in right now, or you can take them out. We are going to do our first stitch. I'm gonna pick up my penguin sandwich. I'm gonna put my first stitch right behind this first leg. For this, I'm gonna pull it through, put my needle through this bundle of threads, and pull it all the way down and tight. I'm gonna put this little tail, I'm just gonna push it into my penguin. All right, and now you wanna keep the edges of your felt together. We're gonna go through both the edges of felt, and then we're gonna take this tail end of your thread and wrap it over the top of your needle, and then pull it all the way through. And we're gonna go a little bit further up, go through both pieces of felt, grab the tail of your needle, pull it all the way through. This is a simplified blanket stitch. Now we're gonna keep doing this until we get to this first penguin flipper. Whoop, let's see, I forgot to go over my needle that time. Oh, I made it weird. So I'm actually gonna take my needle off my thread. I'm gonna undo this last stitch right here and restart. Guys, the nice thing about this is you can always cut out a stitch or take off your needle and redo a stitch if you get lost or if it doesn't look the way you want it to. Through both pieces of felt, pull my needle over the top. Let's see, I can fit a few more before I get to that flipper. All right, so now I am at my flipper. I'm gonna double check that the flipper is where I want it to be on the front. That looks good to me. So you can do your penguin flippers down. You do it up, it's kind of like he's waving high. You can do one up and one down. So put your flipper in how you want it to be sewn in your plushie. I'm putting it right on the side. And this time we are going to do what is called a running stitch. And this, I think, is the easiest of all the stitches. We're going to go through both pieces of felt, or all three pieces of felt, pull it all the way through, and then going from the opposite side, we're going to go back forward. We're just going to go in and out, up and down, the whole length of this flipper. Just make sure that you're getting all three pieces of felt as you go. All right, and I'm all done attaching that flipper. Now we're going to go back to the blanket stitch, and we're going to do the blanket stitch all the way around the head till we get to that next flipper. So again, you're going to go through both pieces of felt, grab the tail and pull it over the top of the needle and pull it through. Through both pieces of felt, over the top of the needle, pull it through. And I've done my blanket stitch all the way around the head. I'm going to grab my second flipper, pull this felt apart, get it positioned where I want it, and then we're going to go back to that in and out running stitch for the full length of attaching this flipper. All right, and now the flipper is attached. I'm going to go back to the blanket stitch till about here before I'm adding that first leg. So this is maybe a good point to put in your feet and see where you're going to want to attach them. I think I'm going to do mine like this. So I'm going to sew down to about here and then stop. All right, now I'm going to pause right here. I'm going to take my felt scraps and my polyfill, and I am going to start stuffing my penguin. For this, you want to stuff the furthest away pieces first, and you're probably going to want to start with small amounts. I'm going to just pull my feet out right now. They don't get mixed in, and I'm going to start stuffing it in and pushing it all the way to the top of my penguin. Right, and I'm out of scraps, so I'm going to use polyfill for the rest. All right, he's looking pretty good to me. Now I'm going to grab my first leg and put it right here at the edge. I'm going to pinch it, and then I'm going to go back to that running stitch, which is the in and out, but you're going to have to pinch and hold it this time because now it's a little extra tricky because you're full of your filler. Just makes your fabric pull away from each other a little more. So pinch it strong and keep your hand steady as you're going in and out, attaching this penguin foot. All right, got my first foot attached. I'm gonna just grab my second so I know where it goes. Hold it in there a little bit. I'm gonna go back to a blanket stitch until I get to that second foot. So I'm gonna go through both pieces of felt, grab the bottom, pull it over, and I'm pinching this tight. If you don't wanna pinch it, this is a great time to use a pin where you can go through and hold it in place for you. All right, I actually prefer to do it without pins, but pins work good for you. Please use pins. Just pinching it tight, going over my needle, pulling it through. All right, now I can put one more. Now it's back to the running stitch. All right, and now I'm right here to where I started my stitches. I'm gonna go through both pieces of felt. Again, I'm gonna grab the end of my thread and wrap it once, twice around my needle. I'm gonna put my thumb over the top to hold that stitching in place as I pull this tight and through. And now I'm carefully going to take my needle and I'm going to poke it into my penguin and off to the side, being really careful that my fingers are far away from it. I'm going to pull it through. And this is where I'm going to trim my thread. This means the tail of it will be inside the penguin. It's just a little less unlikely to unravel. And here we are with our finished penguin felt plushie. I hope you had a good time putting this together. I know that I did. If you like this, I would love for you to like, comment, subscribe, follow along, and come back next week. I will have a brand new pattern and sew along ready for us to put together.